So I'm going to show y'all a video, and then I'm going to be back with my honest and unbiased take and analysis on it. So yeah, that video looked crazy, family. They was tag teaming that guy like WWE. So according to some news articles I read, he was a Hispanic gentleman, last name Reyes. According to the York City police, he broke into a woman's home at gunpoint and actually hit her with the gun, and a whole bunch of other things that the York City police here in PA are claiming that he's done. So with me, I don't believe what any police officer says, especially not York City police here in my hometown where I'm from. They have a long history of lying and trumping up things on people, using police brutality and excessive force. And how do I know this? Because they used excessive force a few times on me years ago. They were choking him out with that illegal chokehold and punching him. That illegal chokehold was supposed to be done away with years ago, choking someone around the neck. But if he did break into that woman's home and hit her with a gun, etc., the things they're alleging he's done, he does deserve to face the wheels of justice. I'm not making no excuses, because no woman deserves to have hands put on them by a male. But a lot of times those police act like that badge gives them a license to kill and do anything they want, especially here in York, Pennsylvania. And that goes from the city police to the sheriffs to the state troopers to those little borough police, West York, etc. So I mainly wanted to touch that story to bring light and awareness to how the police here in York, PA do the black community wrong as a whole. The police here in York, PA have a long history of doing the black community wrong. And then they want to complain about violence and use that as an excuse to stop and frisk you for no good reason other than being black. They always want to address about the gun violence. Yeah, we have a problem with gun violence, how any other city does, and we need to get it together. And we need to get it together, especially in the black community, and stop harming our own people. Because this is feeding the narrative of things they already want us to do, wipe our own selves out. But police always want to address the surface level issues without addressing those systemic issues that create these problems, like lack of jobs, community resources. When I was growing up, we had programs like the CA to help the black community, and all that's been taken out. They claim for a lack of resources, but they got resources for everyone else. They take our city resources and give them out there to the suburbs and white folks who already got things. We got a so-called police commissioner, Mike Muldrow, who's cooning in the pockets of the white power structure. A lot of our elected black officials and people in power have sold the black community out years ago. They took the resources out of the black community and gave it to the Latinos, the whites, and all other groups but black people. Now, I want to personally give you some backdrop of why I believe black folks shouldn't serve in law enforcement, the military, etc. And you may not agree with me, but this is my take. So did you know that the origins of policing in America comes from the slave patrols that they had years ago? Slave patrols were started in the Carolinas in the early 1700s. Their main mission was to establish a system of terror and squash slave uprisings. The slave patrol tactics include using excessive force to control and produce a desired slave behavior. Sound familiar, family? That sounds like modern day policing to me. And this is why I personally don't believe that blacks should be involved in law enforcement, military, etc. Not until real things of substance are added to benefit black people. I say it all the time, but you can't affect true change on a system that was built, ran, and maintained on the backs of the system of racism, white supremacy. This isn't going to happen in any way, shape, or form. You must destroy it and rebuild it and get a new system together from the ground up. Blacks weren't even written into a lot of these laws. Historically, truth be told, you need to get real laws on the books that benefit and help black people. Now, if the Hispanic gentleman did this, breaking into a woman's home, hitting her with a gun, etc., he deserved to get whatever the law throws at him. Because hitting a woman isn't commendable nor respectable. But my argument is that I don't believe the cops should have used that type of force. And here in York, PA, they do it all the time. And most times it goes unreported. And people just let it go because they know 9 times out of 10, you can't win against the law wins. Stay safe and mindful to what's going on around you, because to be aware is to be alive. Peace.